NBA player Kevin Porter Jr. was arrested at a Manhattan hotel for domestic assault, allegedly. Police say the Houston Rockets guard assaulted his girlfriend at the Millennium Hotel overnight.
Allegations of domestic violence in American basketball? A few weeks ago, NBA shooting guard Kevin Porter Jr. had his life and career completely reshaped following allegations of assaulting his girlfriend, a former WNBA player. So, join us as we share with you all that we know about Kevin Porter Jr.'s arrest. Arrest on domestic violence. In September 2023, NBA shooting guard Kevin Porter Jr. was arrested in New York City for allegedly assaulting his girlfriend. An eyewitness claimed Porter was locked out of the Millennium Hilton near UN Plaza, where he was living with his girlfriend Kysre Gondrezick because she was upset with him for returning late. According to the eyewitness, when he eventually got inside with the help of a hotel employee, he allegedly hit her. According to the police report, she was struck in the face multiple times with a closed fist, causing a laceration above her right eye and bruising and substantial pain to her face. The report also revealed that the shooting guard applied pressure to her neck by forcefully squeezing it, causing her to experience difficulty breathing, redness and bruising to her neck, and substantial pain. A report by the doctors after she was taken to NYU Langone Medical Center also showed that Gondrezick suffered fractured vertebrae in her neck. Every piece of evidence suggested that the former Chicago Sky and Indiana Fever guard was assaulted. As a result, Kevin Porter Jr. was arrested immediately and charged with assault and strangulation in the early morning hours of the incident. Porter, however, pleaded not guilty a day after his arrest and was released on $75,000 cash bail. Regardless, Porter, who is set to start his fifth NBA season and was hoping to revive his career in Houston, has seen his entire world crumble since his arrest and accusations, and it's possible that he could soon leave the league. From star to trade and waiver.
In the 2019 NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Kevin Porter Jr. from the University of Southern California.
Since getting drafted with the 30th overall pick by the Milwaukee Bucks in 2019, Kevin Porter Jr. has had a roller coaster of a career in the NBA. After getting drafted by the Bucks, he was traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers, where he averaged 23.2 minutes per game with little to no room for development. He played a total of 50 games, starting just 3 and averaging 10 points on 44.2% shooting, 2.2 assists, and 3.2 rebounds. Porter spent a season with the Cavaliers before being moved for a future top 55 protected second-round choice to the Houston Rockets in a deal that many would consider a charity. A pick I doubt the Cavs would ever need to use. Anyway, Porter was the first prospect in the Rockets' rebuild since the James Harden era, and this trade soon proved to be a turning point in his career in the NBA. In his first season with the Houston Rockets, he dropped 50 points and recorded 11 assists in a win against the Milwaukee Bucks, becoming the youngest player in NBA history to have 50-plus points and 10-plus assists in a game. He averaged 16.6 points in his first season, 15.6 points in his second, and a career-high 19.2 points, 5.7 assists, and 5.3 rebounds per game in his third season with the Rockets. He even got signed to a 4-year, $82.5 million contract. One could very well agree that things were finally turning out well for the 23-year-old guard. At least that was the case until his arrest, because since his arrest, Kevin Porter Jr. has been barred from the Rockets, traded, and waived. In the wake of his arrest, the Houston Rockets informed the shooting guard that he could not be with the team in any capacity. Rockets general manager Rafael Stone had this to say: "The allegations against him are deeply troubling. As soon as I heard the allegations, I informed his representatives that he could not be a part of the Houston Rockets. They understood, and he has not been with the team or around the team or had any interaction with the team since that time, and will not be at Media Day today or in training camp. What's left for the team to do is to evaluate the best steps for our organization that remain in compliance with the league domestic violence policy," Stone said. A few weeks after his statement, the Rockets traded Kevin Porter Jr. to the Oklahoma City Thunder, who immediately waived him.
We now pivot to a developing story. The Houston Rockets, they're trading guard Kevin Porter Jr. and 2 future second-round picks to the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are immediately waiving him. That's according to our senior insider, Adrian Wojnarowski. The Rockets, they're getting Victor Oladipo. They're getting Jeremiah Earl Robinson in the deal.
Unfortunately, with the league still undergoing its investigation, it appears what is left of his contract could be voided and his days in the NBA numbered. Investigation by the NBA. It didn't take long after Porter was arrested that the NBA issued a statement that the shooting guard was being investigated and that the league office was in contact with the Houston Rockets and in the process of gathering more information. At the time, ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski reported that while the NBA conducted its investigation, the Rockets weren't allowed to punish Porter or suspend him. And now that he has been waived by OKC, there are speculations that under the jurisdiction of the NBA's domestic violence policy, what is left of his contracts could be void and his chance of making it back to the NBA completely dashed. Whatever the case, the results of the investigation are yet to be revealed and his career in the league is still unsure. However, it doesn't help that he has a long history of troubling behavior, even from his time at USC. Care to know what they were? Keep watching. Troubles, on and off the court. While Kevin Porter Jr.'s career trajectory might have taken a standstill due to these allegations, it is going to be hard to prove he is innocent because he has well-documented anger issues and his off-court issues are sadly not a new development. As a freshman at USC, Porter was suspended indefinitely for an undisclosed conduct issue, with USC head coach at the time, Andy Enfield, stating that he was forced to suspend him because what he did was awful. A month after the Cavs signed Porter, he was accused of punching and pulling a woman's hair in downtown Cleveland after the woman had an altercation with his sister. 3 months later, he got into a single car crash and faced charges of negligence using a firearm in a moving vehicle, failing to maintain control of a moving vehicle, and possession of marijuana, all of which saw him inactive for the earlier part of the 2020-21 season. By the way, do you know why Porter was later forced out of Cleveland? Unfortunately, it was because of his anger issues. The Cavs general manager at the time, Kobe Altman, reached his breaking point with Porter after he threw a tantrum in the locker room when he returned and realized the team gave his old locker to Taurean Prince. People who witnessed the drama explained that Porter, whose locker was moved to the wall where the younger end of the bench players reside, began yelling and at one point threw food and got into a combative situation with the general manager, who came to calm him down. A few days later, he was traded to the Houston Rockets for next to nothing. Moving to the Houston Rockets to rejuvenate his career, one would expect him to be in good behavior, but that was far from the case because 4 months after he joined the Rockets, the NBA fined Porter $50,000 for violating the league's COVID-19 health and safety rules by visiting a Miami strip club where he and teammate Sterling Brown got into a fight with other men in the parking lot. You won't believe what Kevin Porter Jr. did later in January 2022. Porter, who was 21 years old, lost his temper at halftime with Rockets assistant coach John Lucas to the point where he threw an object into the locker room and left the arena before the game ended. Following his action, the Houston Rockets made sure to suspend him for conduct detrimental to the team.
As far as Kevin, he, like I said, we had a spirited debate. He lost his temper at halftime to the point where I thought for what would be best for the team and the best for our culture as a group, and just making sure that everybody is on the same page. I thought it would be best for him to be suspended for today's game.
And now he has got more on his plate than just a flare at halftime to deal with. In any case, his situation seems to be taking a new shape after he appeared in court. Latest on his case. After getting arrested by the police, Kevin Porter Jr. pleaded not guilty to both charges of assault and strangulation against him.
Good luck, bro. You got this.
Excuse me, you gotta get a little guys, get out of the way. Can't touch me, man. Don't touch me.
In the former NBA star's first appearance in court, the Manhattan prosecutors acknowledged that he did not fracture one of his ex-girlfriend's neck vertebrae and dropped the charge of second-degree assault. According to documents shared by Porter's defense team, what was initially believed to be an injury on the neck of his girlfriend, Kysre Gondrezick, was actually a genetic defect. Regardless, he remains charged with 2 offenses, third-degree assault and second-degree strangulation, for which he has not pleaded not guilty. He has, however, rejected the offer of a plea deal on the lower third-degree assault charge, and surprisingly, his ex-girlfriend has come out to deny the allegations that the former NBA player relentlessly beat and choked her. In an exclusive interview, Kysre Gondrezick said, "It happened very fast, not to the degree of what was reported, and it was an argument that occurred in the room for not even 10 seconds. My injuries don't support any of those claims. He didn't hit me. He never balled his fists up and hit me. Gondrezick insisted. And he definitely didn't punch me in the face numerous times. That is a lie. I don't have any injuries to support that. She pointed out that the inaccuracies were the fault of the Manhattan District Attorney's Office and the police, as they were only made aware of her injuries after a police officer overheard doctors discussing potential causes while she was receiving treatment at the hospital. Besides, she explained that she has given them numerous opportunities to come clean and fix the false information, but they are hell-bent on using the incident to ruin the shooting guard's career. However, despite her claims, many NBA fans are still unsure what to believe, with one user saying, "It's pretty disgusting at times how much people will defend an athlete just because they're athletes." And another saying, "This is sad all around. If found to have committed acts of domestic violence, he needs a long suspension and therapy." Anyway, for what it's worth, we can only trust the law and hope the truth comes out. If you enjoyed this video, the next video on your screen is worth your time.